I was playing Warzone with a friend the other day, and we were talking about how unrecognizable this entire game series is now. I remember booting up the old Modern Warfare or Black Ops games, and it kind of felt like you were stepping into this complete and polished world. The campaigns were like movies that you could play, and the multiplayer was just really simple. It was gritty, and it just made sense. But now I don't really understand what Call of Duty is trying to be anymore. It feels like the franchise has completely lost its way, and it's fallen flat on its face. But before we talk about it, I just want to give a bit of an introduction. I created this channel as a way to express my thoughts and basically just talk about what's on my mind. I'll go ahead and warn you that the editing is going to be minimal. I think I'd rather just release raw content rather than overproduced videos. It kind of seems like YouTube has enough of that. Anyway, let's jump into today's topic. Maybe I'm blinded by nostalgia, but when I think about the older COD games, it seems like Infinity Ward gave us these gritty cinematic stories that were set in the modern times, and Treyarch gave us the darker, twisty narratives that Black Ops had. And I mean, come on, who didn't spend countless hours in zombies? They had their own style, but it still felt like Call of Duty at its core. And now fast forward to today, I don't know what the identity is. Is it a tactical shooter? Is it a superhero game with all the sliding and diving? The tone is just all over the place. One minute you're in this serious campaign, and the next minute you're in a multiplayer match where you're getting killed by a guy in a bright pink bunny suit or some anime character. It's like the game just has a personality disorder. And a huge part of that feeling comes from the fact that the game isn't really designed for us, the players, first anymore. It's designed for our wallets. Remember years ago when you played to unlock cool camos and gear? The sense of accomplishment was the reward. I remember how amazing it felt to progress through all the camos on a gun and finally unlock Red Tiger in COD 4. But now the main menu is basically just a digital mall. It's constantly shouting at you about these new bundles that you can buy using COD points that you have to pay for. You don't earn the coolest stuff by playing well, you just buy it for $20. Let's be real, that's the price of a whole indie game. They use the same psychological tricks as any other business, just creating FOMO with limited time offers to get you to spend without thinking. It's a free-to-play market masquerading as a $70 game. And because of that live service model, the game just feels like a chore list. You're not just hopping on and having fun for a few rounds anymore. It's about checking off daily challenges, grinding your battle pass before the season ends. The focus isn't on organic fun. It's on player retention, and it's just completely mind-numbing to me at this point. And it often comes at the cost of a product that's polished at launch. We've gotten used to games being broken or missing features on day one, which is just something that was really rare back in the day, aside from anything that Bethesda has ever released. I understand that a lot of games being released now use the same model, so maybe gaming as a whole has changed. I'm not really sure if I've just been around long enough to experience an inevitable change that was going to happen regardless of how the population felt, or if it's just corporate greed trying to push out a product as fast as possible. Either way, it seems like the core gameplay of Call of Duty is having an identity crisis. Classic COD felt fast and was predictable. You learn the maps and you learn the flow. Now with all the advanced movement, the slide canceling, the dolphin diving, people laying on their backs in corners behind doorways, every gunfight is just really chaotic. It rewards this hyper-aggressive, almost twitchy play style that gets absolutely exhausting every time I play it. And really, don't even get me started on skill-based matchmaking. I get the idea of fair matches, but come on. Every single match feels like you've got someone commentating your every move. There's no casual messing around fun anymore. You can't even play with friends who are at a different skill level than you without somebody just having a miserable time. So when you piece it all together, a confused identity, a business model that sees you as a wallet, and a core gameplay loop that's been twisted to keep you grinding rather than having genuine fun, it's no wonder the game feels like it's lost its way. It's a product that has become so successful. It started chasing trends and revenue streams rather than just being a solid game with a great story and a fun, bingeable multiplayer. It's honestly a pretty interesting lesson that applies to way more than just video games, but that's a topic I'll get into in another video. But what do you guys think? Am I just looking at this with rose-tinted glasses, focusing more on the nostalgia of the older games, or has Call of Duty really lost its direction? Let me know down in the comments. And if you like this kind of real talk, make sure to subscribe. I have a lot of ideas for topics that I want to talk about on this channel, so you can expect more content coming soon. Anyway, thanks for sticking around and have a good one.